Hello everybody, welcome back to HippieChef Presents. I'm Chef John and today we're making Carnitas, the good old Mexican pulled pork taco. Now something to keep in mind while we're doing this is in the country of Mexico, this is a very regional dish. It's going to be cooked different ways in different parts of the country. Your traditional way is the pork shoulder and tripe poached in a vat of pork fat, which I'm sure is amazing, but just thinking about it is causing my cholesterol to skyrocket. So today we're going to do a more northern version, eliminating the tripe and the fat, but it's still going to be amazing. Let's get cooking. Now, we want to go ahead and set up our cooking pot with some fresh vegetables. You want some celery, carrots, onions, a few cloves of garlic, some jalapenos, lemons, bay leaves. Remember, this is all about building layers of flavor. Now that we have this ready, let's go check out the main guy. And now introducing the star of our show, we have about a 3.5 pound pork shoulder. Also, we're going to need a basic Mexican seasoning. This is easy enough to make at home. All you need is 1 cup of cumin, a 1/2 cup of paprika, 1/2 cup of chili powder, and about a 1/4 cup of garlic powder. Make sure you mix it thoroughly, and this is a great all-around, all-purpose spice for chilies, taco meats, free-fried beans, basically anything that you're going to do that has a Tex-Mex flavor to it, this works well. Now we're going to give this a good coating, and make sure you rub it in really nicely. On both sides. Yes, just like that. Now, continuing onward. Okay, now what we're going to do, we've got a nice hot pan with some oil. We're going to sear this on both sides. Oh yeah, there we go. Now what we want to do is make sure we get some good color on both sides. Then it goes in the pot, and we're going to braise it. Alright, as you can see, we're getting some very nice color on here. Oh yeah. We are about ready to go. Now, we're going to transfer this into the pot. And then we're going to hit it with our secret weapon, beer. First thing we're going to do, we're going to use this to deglaze this pan here. We're going to use that to get any sticky stuff that's stuck at the bottom of the pan, because that is more flavor. And as I always say, it's all about making layers of flavor. Alright, that goes in there. Now, more beer. We're going to add some beer to the pot. A little beer to the pot. A little beer for the chef. A little beer for the pot. A little more beer for the chef. Oh yeah. And now we're going to top this off with just some water. Just enough to mostly cover it. Alright, and then just because, we'll add some more of our Mexican seasoning. Just because it's good stuff. Now, next step is we're going to bring this to a boil. And then once it hits boiling stage, we're going to take it down to a simmer. When it hits that simmering stage, you're going to let this cook for about a good 3 hours. Because what you want it to do is, for a while the meat is going to be tough, but after it cooks for a certain period of time, it's actually going to start breaking apart. You want this thing to be falling apart. So, like I said, we're going to bring it up to a boil, down to a simmer. Let's put the cover on there, and we'll come back and check on it in a little while. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half now. So we'll have a look and see what kind of progress we're making. Yeah, as you can tell, this meat is still tough, not falling apart yet. So we're going to give it about another hour and a half and see where we're at. Okay, we've been cooking for about 2.5 hours now. Let's give it a check. You see? This is trying to come apart real nice and easy, so it's about good to go. Oh yeah. So take the entire piece of meat out, set it aside in a bowl. Then we'll put a lid on it and let it rest and cool off for a while. Now, let's go ahead and make the pico. So for a fresh pico de gallo, you're going to want chopped red onion, about the same amount of diced tomato, finely chopped cilantro, and some fresh lime. Let's put it together. Okay, so in our mixing bowl, we'll go ahead and add our onion, tomato, and the cilantro. And now we'll add some fresh lime juice. Now a quick trick to loosening up your limes and or lemons is you're going to give it a good roll first before you cut it. Definitely put some pressure on it. Okay, now we're done juicing our lime. Give it a good mix. Now it's always an option that you can add chopped jalapeno. Again, it's all up to you. When you're cooking at home, it's all about personal preferences. There, fresh pico. Now in a little bit, the pork is going to cool. We'll break it apart and we'll finish the product. Okay, now it's had some time to cool down. Let's go ahead and break it apart. Okay, remove the bone. Definitely want to remove the fat layer. And look for any vegetables that might be in there that you might have caught up. Carrots, onions, celery. There's some more bone. Okay. Perfection. All right, so we're going to take this apart nicely. Yes, this is exactly what we want. Okay then, let's make some tacos. All right, and now we are down to the home stretch, the actual making of our tacos. Now we've got our nonstick pan. Set this up to about a medium-high heat. A little bit of avocado oil. Let it get good and hot. Add some of our pork. If you have any big pieces, you can continue to break it up. Now, a little bit of salt. good mix. And now we're going to let this fry until we get some brown crispies, just for some texture and added flavor. We'll get there in a second. Okay, mira aquí. See where it has nice brown crispy parts? That's going to be all about texture and flavor. This is looking beautiful. Okay. Add it to our tortilla. Okay. Now we'll just top that off with our pico. And a few dashes of Cholula hot sauce. A few slices of fresh jalapeno. And a lime. Órale, tenemos carnitas. Bon appetit.